There are countless designers I admire because of the incredible work they produce, and their originality inspires me. As a product designer with about 12 years of experience, I feel this constant pressure to be different, to stand out like them, to create something so unique that the world would stop and say, wow, that's amazing. You know that feeling when somebody truly recognizes your work and knows it's undeniably yours. So, I was obsessed with trying to create something that no one had ever seen before. I would stay up late at night looking at others' work, trying to find answers, wondering how I could make my work unique. After days of observation and weeks of staring at my Figma screen, I ended up creating nothing. The harder I tried to force originality, the more it felt like my brain was on a coffee break, completely paralyzed. Be original. That's a very nice quote to post on social media. That's it. Just a nice quote, but totally BS. The truth nobody likes to admit is that no one starts out as an original. From the day we were born until the day we die, we will never be original. There is no us that is completely unique. Our opinions, thoughts, and actions are all borrowed. Even the greatest minds we admire, like Shakespeare, Gandhi, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, they all borrowed their ideas. These legends didn't wake up one day and invent everything from scratch. They borrowed, stole, okay, maybe not literally, but they made it their own. So one night, when I was beating up myself and draining my creative juices into nothingness, I decided to screw originality. And I started copying. I picked up designs from other designers I admired and I just copied them shamelessly, but not in a shady, rip-off way, but to understand what made their designs work. I added my own twist, my own splash of lemon to it, and that's it. That's when things started to click. It felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. I realized everything we create is built on what came before, and that's completely okay. It is just not about hitting that Control C and Control V. It's about learning and evolving. Take Apple for example. Not that, this one. The iPod wasn't the first MP3 player, and the iPhone wasn't the first smartphone. Companies like BlackBerry and Nokia had already introduced early versions, but Apple took what was out there and made it beautifully simple and iconic by prioritizing user experience. That's what made their products unique. That was their splash of lemon. There is this beautiful book called Steal Like an Artist. In that book, Austin Kleon says, nothing is original. Copying is basically the first step in the creative process. As Kleon puts it, you don't need to be a genius, you just need to be yourself. The trick is to collect ideas, observe inspiration, and then let your unique perspective shape what comes next. That's how we humans work. We copy first and then we create. And the beauty of it is, once we have copied enough, we start remixing. We take a little bit of this, a dash of that, and suddenly we got something that feels fresh and new and something that's ours. I remembered the high when things started falling into place. Suddenly, I wasn't stressed anymore. I was excited. I could feel the creative juices flowing again. It was like giving myself that permission to learn from the best, to borrow and make it my own. In the process of getting inspiration from other designers, I used this tool called Mobin. Not sponsored. Our channel is not yet there, so subscribe. The lows of feeling like a fraud turned into creative high. Suddenly, the ideas flowed and I was excited again. Copying gave me the freedom to understand, to learn, and to add my own twist. So, here is the point. Originality is the total bullshit. Copying is not a crime. In fact, it's a superpower. It's how we learn, how we evolve, and how we ultimately create something truly awesome. My only message to young designers who are starting off or who are in a dilemma or stuck at where to begin your portfolio or feeling like your ideas aren't original enough, relax. Copy others' work until you find your own splash of lemon. Trust that soon you'll find it. And if anyone gives you a grief for copying, just tell them, because I said it's cool, man. If you like this video, click on the subscribe button for more inspirational stories like this. Thank you for watching. This is Tarun Josh.